Hey guys, it's David Moorfield with BasicBitcoinStrategy.com. Many of you know me as one of the moderators on the Helium Mining Club. I'm glad to say that I am back with the land of the living. As some of you know, I was in the hospital for a bit. I had a I had a small bowel obstruction secondary to an abdominal hernia that I've had spanning from old abdominal surgeries years ago. And unfortunately, it got out of hand, and I ended up having to have some pretty major surgery. They basically split my abdominal wall into two sheets, offset them laterally to close the hole. So I've been completely rearranged on the inside, and I've never been normal, so I don't guess I'll ever be normal, but hey, that's cool. Uh, Maybe that underwear modeling career is still out of my reach. I don't know, probably for the best. Anywho, before I went into the hospital, the guys from Hotspotty did a demo with me. And not only were they so gracious with their time to show me all of the wonderful features that they had, but they also told me about some features that they were working on. And that video, unfortunately, got corrupted, destroyed, or something while I was trying to edit it under the influence of copious amounts of painkillers. I'm not exactly sure if it was corrupt from the beginning or if I just destroyed it. Either way, I owe the guys from Hotspotty a huge apology because they certainly put in the time and I goosed it. But I'm glad that I'm back on my feet in time to at least be able to help them announce some new features they're launching today. Actually, I think it went live yesterday, where you can actually track commissions for your hosts. And I'm excited, really excited about that because I was using Helium, and Helium has since gone away. Basically, with Hotspotty arriving, Helium basically was like, okay, they were spending a lot of money and not charging enough for that service, and so it was unsustainable. So to the guy who was running Helium, I applaud you for everything you did for the community, and I totally understand why you discontinued your service. Basically, Hotspotty kicks ass in every other area, so I have no reservations at all about using them for my commissions tracking for my hosts. Matter of fact, tonight I'm going to spend most of my time migrating everything over so that I can start using them. But until I've had a chance to really, get my hands into their commission tracking, I'm not really going to cover that in this video, even though it's the most exciting part about what they're doing for me personally, because tracking hosts is just a nightmare for me. It really is. But I do want to show you one of the tools that I've been using extensively with several people. Now I created a demo workspace just for this video, so this is not real sites, but this workspace over here, you can create a workspace and then you can share and collaborate with others. And so you can see I've got several others that I have been working with. And one guy in particular, he and I have relied on Hotspotty 100% for our deployments, and the tool has just been absolutely fantastic, and it's really helped us maximize where we are doing our deployments. So let's say in this workspace, I want to go to locations, and let's say I add 2 locations, and I'm trying to decide, let's say I have one hotspot, but I have 2 locations, and I'm trying to figure out which one I should do an install at, just by reward scale. If I go to the map, and I go to this icon here, locations, it ranks them by transmit scale, which I think is fantastic. So if I look at this here, this location, Williams Tower, it's probably the most well-known building in all of Houston because it's tall, it's by itself, and it has looks like a lighthouse. It's got a beacon on it that you can see for miles and miles. So I used it as an example here because it would be super cool to get up there. It probably will never happen. But so here's Williams Tower. And again, it had like a lower reward scale. And so right here, I can click on reward scale and I can go down, and they actually break down HIP 17 into each resolution so that you can see why the reward scale is lower. And I think that's just super cool the way they have this laid out because, I get the question all the time, Well, there's nobody in my hexagon, but my reward scale is lower, and I don't understand why. Put it into Hotspotty, look at reward scaling, and you'll see exactly why. They have it broken down, resolution 10 through resolution 4, and you can see if I were to have a hotspot at that location, all right, res 9 fully occupied, res 8 hex actually has another available, but when you look at the res 4 for basically the southwest side of Houston, there's 224 hotspots too many. So anybody in this huge, huge area of Houston is going to have, you can see that's this green spot here, this huge piece of land that's probably the size of Rhode Island. I don't know. It's got too many hotspots. And so if you are going to put a new hotspot and it's inside of this res 4, you can expect to be 0.77 or lower, depending on how close you are to others. So again, you know, this tool is just, I mean, I think it's fantastic, quite frankly. I love it. Now, there's something else here that they included that I think is just awesome, and that is, you see this little red line going to this other hotspot? We're a little close to each other. And so if somebody popped up in my neighborhood and they're too close to me, and let's say I clicked on them, I could actually go down here and contact owner and reach out to them. Now, I can't do that with this demo wallet because I haven't verified my wallet for the demo. Doesn't matter. I have actually had several people contact me about some of my hotspots. You know, one of them was asking, hey, you're making a whole lot more than I am in rewards. How are you doing that? And I discussed, you know, with them, I sent them links to the flagpoles we're using, the braces that we're using to brace off the house. We're using 30-foot flagpoles, and they're working out very, very well. But, you know, you can contact owners. You can start those discussions. All of it is going to be through Discord. So you have to have a Discord account in order to sign up for Hotspotty. If you don't already have Discord, you need it. And, you know, this tool is just fantastic. So along with your workspace, let's say if I were at this location and I wanted to add a hotspot to it. Let's say I do an install there. I can add the hotspot to it. I can add a contact to that hotspot. I can put in the terms that, you know, I'm paying that person to host for me. So whatever, if you're on a percentage deal, you put in that percentage, and then at the end of the month, it'll generate a commission report. And like I said, haven't used that yet because it's brand new, but oh, I'm so excited about it. So after Helium went away, I ended up having to basically do it by hand. And that's a nightmare. So, especially since I suck at math. So I'm, you know, out of all of the functionality of Hotspotty, the commission reports, honestly, is the part that I'm most excited about. So, like I said, that's out as of, I believe, yesterday. And so I'm looking forward to looking into that. But I will tell you that just in my conversations with the guys at Hotspotty, not only are they listening to the community, but they're forward thinking, and they're really, really stoked and apparently very capable of putting together some extremely powerful tools for the community. And I couldn't be more excited about them. I'm actually kind of ashamed that I goosed the video that we made for the demo because I was looking forward to putting that out to everybody. So on that, I'll just have to take my licks. They have been very gracious about it, but I still feel pretty bad. Anyway, I'm looking forward to getting back to some regular activity and maybe get some deployments out there again because I've got hotspots that have been sitting around for several weeks that I need to put in their home so they can make some H&T. If you're not a member of the Helium Mining Club, please join us on Facebook. As soon as I'm able to drive and start getting out, I want to put together another Houston meetup. Hopefully, those of you who are local to Houston will come out, we'll hang out, we'll talk some helium. And if you're, you know, not in Houston, I would encourage you to kind of, you know, start working with other helium miners in your area, meet up with them. You know, I've had a lot of success with people that I've met through helium mining here in Houston, helping me troubleshoot things. I've helped them troubleshoot things. I think it's overall, I would say the community has been pretty awesome about just helping each other out and helping each other succeed. And that's something that, you know, I just think is cool. I'm all about helping each other make a little bit of money here and there and have a good time doing it. So again, for those of you who, sent me encouraging words, I appreciate it. I'm getting better, and I will see you in the next video.